Hey guys, what's going on? It's Ash here coming at you today in Raid Shadow Legends, and man, this is going to be an important video. Thank you guys so much for clicking on it. Hopefully you guys are well. Man, I just spent 5 hours upgrading champions to compete in the champion training event going on right now, just so I can get 7,300 points to unlock Kurzad Deepheart. Kurzad Deepheart, remember the name because he's going to be probably the best rare champion in the game right alongside Coldheart, because similar to Coldheart, maybe even better than Coldheart, he is so unique. He is irreplaceable right now inside the game. That's because with over, 600 champions? I don't know, hundreds and hundreds of champions in the game, there's nobody in the entire game who has the ability that he does. There's only one champion who even has the buff at all in his kit, and it's way different than on Kurzad, and it's actually Stagnite. So on the lead the pack passive, 50% increase accuracy buff on an ally for 1 turn each time the ally has a debuff resisted by an enemy. Okay, so, cool little passive to have in Stagnite's already very useful kit, but not with Kurzad, man. This little, troll-looking dude, he reminds me of those, 80s action figure trolls. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Or am I so old that, I totally just alienated all of you guys. And he has it on Deep Ambush. Places a 50% increased accuracy buff on all allies for 2 turns, then attacks all enemies. Also has a 100% chance of placing a decreased defense debuff for 2 turns as well, all on a 3-turn cooldown. Granted, it's a small version of decreased defense, which we'll talk more about later, how this is still incredibly good to have in his kit. But yeah, that's right. The only champion, every legendary included, every epic included, besides Stagnite, he's the only person in the game who can put an increased accuracy buff on allies on a 3-turn cooldown. I'm like thrilled right now. Kind of like Frozen Banshee add to the game, but way better, right? A rare champion who is we're building for the end game of end game players. Everybody's going to want to build this dude. I mean, granted, 7 reviews, but this is, case in point that we never look at reviews when evaluating a champion, right? So on Bushwhack, it gets even better. On his A1, places an extra hit if the attack is critical, so 2 hits, and the second hit places a strong version of decreased speed for 2 turns. On Bushwhack, a 2-turn decreased speed on the A1 on a 2-hitter is really solid. And then on Flailing Pick is A2, attacks all enemies, and then, what's better than an AoE attack that actually does a lot of damage? You're going to be surprised at how much damage he puts out as well. You can call him like a nuker as well. It's crazy for a rare champion. Each critical hit fills this champion's turn meter by 7.5%. So, I mean, you're looking at like 30+% turn meter fill on an AoE in dungeons as well on Flailing Pick. Man, so incredible. I want to go ahead and talk about, let's talk quickly about how we kind of built him out here. I threw these masteries on, just a second ago. Well, there's a reason, obviously, for lasting gifts on the increased accuracy, and there's a very strong reason for Master Hexer on this champion in terms of tier 5 masteries, because we can extend the decreased speed, and we can also extend the decreased defense. And then on the offense tree, we just kind of hugged the left-hand side, and that's what I went with for masteries on my Kurzad. So very cool to have a really good dwarf champion in the game as well. And this guy can nuke, man. He can put out some damage. So if we look at his total stats here, we put a lot of attack on this champion. We built him with a lot of speed.
Earth. Fire.
Well, let's pause for a second. If you had to prioritize, right? I'm looking at speed, I'm looking at crit rate. So we want that crit rate to land the second hit on the A1 and to land the decreased speed. And then to land the decreased speed and the decreased defense, we're going to need accuracy. So speed, accuracy, crit rate are priorities. After that, attack percentage, and crit damage in addition. Now, he does have weak kind of HP and defense, 12k and 870, pretty much along the lines in other rare champions in the game. And then let's just talk about the gear I have on him. I have crit damage on the gauntlets. I have attack percentage on the chest. I have speed on the boots, and we went crit damage on the amulet. We went attack on the banner. I'm really looking for some speed on the banner, so I put a good speed banner on him. Now, a lot of you guys will want to go accuracy on the banner as well, or instead of, if you can't get the accuracy from other artifacts or accessories on the amulet, and then attack on the ring. So I'm not gonna lie here, guys. I have good gear on this champion. I want to show you him at his best in terms of overall damage output, but make no mistake about it. This is a champion who his #1 ability far and wide is his increased accuracy. 50% increased accuracy. I'm not gonna, this is kind of common sense here, but this is based off their total accuracy, all your allies. So if I look at, I don't know, let me pick someone who's a little bit lower in accuracy. Someone who I want to land. Okay, Grohawk the Bloody. I really want him to be landing his Lord of War ability, steals target's turn meter. That is required. Accuracy is required for that, right? So this dude, I mean, we're getting half of his accuracy added to him. His end accuracy, not his, obviously not his base accuracy. I mean, it would be nothing, but you get it, right? So we're getting, 100, we're getting 100, on this one, for example, we're getting almost 125 accuracy in addition to what he already has. That's really, really solid, and it's so unique, man. You can essentially build a team around this dude with a little bit lower accuracy and know that they're still going to be landing their debuffs. That's a real big game changer. It's great for clan boss too. You can really consistently land all those poisons, all those debuffs. But what it's really special for, in addition to being incredibly useful in dungeon teams, but it's really, really special for the arena. Wow, and we're going to talk about that after we see him in action here. I just have a kind of a random team around him, very random, very kind of haphazard here with Debuffer, War Maiden. We have Bad L, and War Maiden, I should mention here, guys, has a little bit low on the accuracy. I think she's around like 180, and she's still going to be consistently landing those debuffs that decrease defense. And even if she doesn't, we're going to have Kurzad landing the decreased defense. So let's see how hard he hits here, guys. I'm not sure if he took a turn yet. I think he did, actually. My bad. I missed the first hit, but here's the second one. Boom. Around 30, 40K on an AoE attack. And remember, he has 2 AoE attacks in his kit. Here's his A1. Hit for 25K times 2. That's 50K damage. Quick math for you guys. And you'll notice the increased accuracy buff on all of my allies. Wait till you see how much total damage this dude puts out. Boom. That's his another AoE attack. That's his other AoE attack, excuse me. And you can see right here. Increase accuracy 50%. Increase accuracy 50%, man. Dude, he's gonna outdamage. It's gonna be close, but I think he's gonna outdamage everybody, including Bad El Kuzar on this team. All those poisons. We'll see, though. We'll see. So unfortunately, he just burned the. Actually, it doesn't matter. It's fortunate that he burned the AoE. There's the A1 again, getting the War Master proc as well, putting out some serious damage, over 100K there, I believe, close to. And again, with the A1, yeah, around 80K, okay, 75, 80K, my bad. But either way, guys, I mean, this is such a great move, honestly. I commended them when they released Scylla the Drakes, Dark Elaine, free champions, or easily accessible champions, Frozen Banshee. Granted, he is a void, can't really, get around that. A little bit hard to get. However, if you're watching now, plus the next 2 or 3 days, I mean, he's available in that event. And if you're going to take part in any event, if you're going to, and by the way, these champion level up events, even if you're watching this way in the future from when this video went live, it's another kind of common sense tip, but it bears mentioning here, is that these champion training events, man, you get so much more bang for your buck if you just take level 1 champions. The highest stars, the better, right? So if you have a 5-star legendary that's a dupe, that's level 1, oh man, level that up to like level 30 and then reset. Use champions that are level 1 and then get them to level 20 or 30, and you're gonna get way more points rather than grinding them all the way up to level 40, 50, or 60, okay? That's the way to handle those champion training events. Really take advantage of level 1 champions. That's the best bang for your buck, and it will save you a lot of time. So hey, if you are watching this the next few days, get them.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Get him, guys. Get this dude. Even if you're thinking to yourself, dude, I have plenty of accuracy gear. I'm good. I'm good, Ash. I get what you're saying, but I don't need to build him. You still need to build him, because in arena, I mean, that's the big. I mean, we haven't talked about clan boss. We haven't talked about, and this is just to kind of illustrate his damage here. Granted, it's helpful to have all this extra. Look at this. Look at this. 1.5 million damage, dude. This guy puts out some serious damage as well. And War Maiden, if you remember back in my 330 crit damage War Maiden, she's still at 330 crit damage. And he over doubled her damage. He puts out some serious damage, granted in great gear, but so is War Maiden, you know? Minus accuracy. We have her, that's right, her accuracy is so low because we have her in all this like savage, or it's not savage actually, it's crit damage gear, end game kind of nukage gear. Oh my god, dude. All right, I'm going to stop fawning over him for a second here, guys. You guys get the point in terms of the damage output of this champion. Let's go ahead and take him into the arena for a few battles. It's day 2 or whatever of arena, so I don't know what we're going to be able to find here. Here's the thing, right? Think about an arena team. What are the key positions? Usually have for a speed farming team, for, you know, for even a platinum team, for a lot of the more, I don't know, speed nuking teams out there. You have hopefully a strong nuker. I mean, you might not all have Trunda, but you'll have a strong nuker. You have a speed booster. We're just going to use Lysandra because we have her up there. Then you have a debuffer and a nuker, right? But he has the debuffer in his kit as well. So you can kind of use him in place of a debuffer, and oftentimes that 30%, I told you we're gonna come back to this, that 30% decreased defense, a lot of the nuker in the arena meta, it's not like dungeons where you need the, you know, the big, strong weaken and decreased defense all the time, especially in Doom Tower. Another area we haven't spoken about here, Doom Tower. The resist is so, when you progress in Doom Tower, the resist is so high on those champions in the waves. Hey, what better to combat a high resist than an increased accuracy by 50%, right? Think about it, guys. And you can run him in the arena. Let's go ahead and use him here. Wait a second, that's Dilgal. I don't know why I always go to pick, oh, you can't even see him. I always go to pick Dilgal here instead of him. Anyway, so, I mean, we can run a 3-person team with him. Granted, we're going against an easy team here, I realize that. But check it out. This is all we need. Boom. Because it's on the same ability, right? If the decreased defense and the increased accuracy were not on the same ability, it wouldn't be nearly as good, but they're on the same ability. So boom, hits pretty hard, decreased defense, and dude, I mean, like, easier team, I know, but basically that's all that, you know, he debuffs and he increases accuracy, man. Now Trund is a bad example to actually put him with. I'm kind of realizing that, and after I just did it, because we don't want high accuracy on our Trundas, we want her to double hit on the Forge, on the A3. However, let's go ahead and put him with somebody else, right? Trunda would be like the one example that you would not want to have an increased accuracy. But let's put on a, and it's great. Let me look one more time here. Increased accuracy buff, then attacks enemies, right? Then attacks enemies. So he's getting the accuracy bump first, then he's attacking. A really powerful arena strategy right now is high resist teams. Forget that, man. Forget that, especially in Platinum Tier Arena. Forget that. I mean, this is such a huge boost. I mean, look at this, guys. Check this out real quick. Where is my Madam Ceres? Let me just search by rank real quick here. My Madam Ceres is my arena kind of debuffer, right? Check her out. I have her accuracy at 695. And even then, some teams, because they're using a Lydia lead or a Razin lead or a Siphi lead or whatever, but they're getting 80, 90, 100 accuracy on those champions respectively, you know, having a 695 accuracy is not even a guarantee then I'm always not going to get a resist. Think about it this way. If I have the increased accuracy, well, heck yeah, I'm going to be looking pretty good. Plus 350 accuracy to this. Yeah, I'm good, you know? So in that case, you would be thinking about speed. Obviously, you would want him to go before Madam Ceres, before your debuffer in those situations. But a lot of people, I think, are just going to run him instead of a debuffer. Now, Madam Ceres is also a stripper of buffs, so I guess you could run both of them the same. You could almost just run both of them together, make him a little bit faster than Ceres, and then just run a nuker, right? You could do that as well. So you have so much kind of flexibility here. I'm gonna run like a Shiramani, who's not even a traditional nuker, more of a control champion. We're just gonna see what we can do here. And man, he just changes the game. He changes the game, especially like the meta right now. So the speed's all messed up here, but again, notice the increased accuracy, it goes on him as well, you know, it's all allies, but it's him as well. And then, I mean, Ceres, I mean, forget about it. She's never going to get resisted. Lysandra's never going to get resisted, so I'll go after, I mean, it doesn't really matter here, but everything's going to land, right? So just going to kind of go on auto from here. But he's also our nuker as well in this situation, right? He's doing a lot of damage on his AoEs. He gets back-to-back AoEs in the arena. Great champion, man. Great champion. All right, let's just do one more battle here, guys. And I was going to take you into Doom Tower because think about it, man. So much potential on Doom Tower. But ultimately, it's just like, do we need to show Doom Tower? I don't think we need to, right? I don't think we need to show Doom Tower because we get the point here. I mean, we get what increased accuracy does at this point. So I guess we're just going to go ahead and end the video here. But, suffice it to say, hopefully I've gotten the point across to you guys. A really cool champion, really unique champion. Definitely up there, in my opinion, with Kurzard in terms of the most unique rare champion, but more unique, right? Better, that's questionable. Depends on what you need. Certainly, there's nothing like the Heartseeker ability. But at the end of the day, most unique, yes. Most worth building champion in the game, absolutely. There is no Septimus version of this champion. There is no full turn meter depletion champion like there is. There's other champions who have the kind of same utility as other beast mode rare or even epic champions in the game, but this dude, nobody has this sort of an ability. So guys, we're gonna go ahead and end it there. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, take care, guys.